We begin with a simple observation. You are always inside something. Right now you're likely inside a room, a building, a city, a physical container. But there are deeper layers. You're inside your body, which holds your thoughts and feelings. We rarely see our body as a place, but it's the most intimate container we know. Beyond the physical, you're inside social structures, family, culture, language. These invisible boxes shape who you think you are and how you see the world. Even your mind is a container filled with stories, memories, hopes, and fears. The ego is a fortress, decorated with your achievements and haunted by your failures. We are like nested dolls, a body in a room, a mind in a story, all within a universe. Everywhere, boundaries and containers define our experience. We move from one interior to another, rarely questioning the walls. We accept being inside as the default state of existence. But what if this sense of being trapped is just a misunderstanding? What if the boundaries are not as real as they seem? The question isn't just where the inside ends and the outside begins, but whether those lines exist at all. To find out, we must look closer at the boxes we live in, and ask, are we really trapped or just dreaming that we are? Because we feel inside, we dream of an outside, a place of total freedom. The prisoner imagines life beyond the bars, the office worker dreams of the open road. We seek escape through travel, adventure, or rebellion, but do we ever truly get outside, climb a mountain, cross an ocean? You're still inside your body, your mind, your story. The outside is always just a bigger inside. Even when we try to think outside the box, every new idea becomes a new box. Trade one belief system for another, and you're still within a framework. The act of thinking itself draws boundaries. Social rebellion, too, is often just a reaction to the mainstream, a new identity defined by what it opposes. To be truly outside society would mean being invisible to it, which almost no one achieves. The longing for outside is powerful, but elusive. Every attempt to escape simply leads to another container. The search for freedom keeps us circling the same walls. Is there really an outside or just endless rooms within rooms? Perhaps the real escape isn't outward at all. If the outside can't be found by going outward, the paradox is clear. To get out, just to turn inward. Not to escape, but to see what's really inside. This means observing your mind, watching thoughts and emotions arise and pass. You discover the walls of your prison are made of thought, not stone. The I who feels trapped is just a pattern, a story, not a solid thing. As you see through this illusion, the walls begin to dissolve. Meditation and self-inquiry reveal that freedom isn't about building a better self, but seeing through the idea of a separate self. The way out is through the center of the maze, not the edge. The journey inward is not escape, but awakening. You're not trying to become someone else, but to realize you're not limited to any identity at all. The freedom you seek is already here, hidden by the illusion of separation. The real exit is a shift in perspective. As you journey inward, you find the prison is layered, rooms within rooms. Escape one wall, and another appears. Leave a stressful job, and worry about money takes its place. Even spiritual seekers can build new prisons, becoming attached to the idea of being egoless or enlightened. The ego simply puts on a new costume. True masters speak in paradoxes to prevent students from turning teachings into new walls. Clinging to any answer, even freedom, becomes another form of bondage. The universe isn't a problem to solve, but a mystery to live. The real path is continual letting go, of every insight, every identity. Freedom isn't a destination, but a way of moving through dissolving walls. Each time you say, "This is it," you've built a new box. The journey is about comfort with uncertainty, not final answers. True liberation is the willingness to let go, again and again. What if the ultimate outside is non-existence? Not annihilation, but the end of the separate self. In many Eastern traditions, the self is seen as the root of suffering. Like a wave in the ocean, we appear separate, but are never apart from the whole. When the wave subsides, it returns to the ocean. It isn't destroyed, just liberated from its temporary form. Nirvana means extinguishing the illusion of separateness, not life itself. You are not just a fragment, you are the universe experiencing itself. When this is realized, the fear of death and the need to defend the ego dissolve. There is no one left to be trapped, no prison, no prisoner. Freedom isn't something the self attains, it's the recognition that the self was never real. As long as there's an I seeking freedom, it remains elusive. True liberation comes when the seeker disappears, and all that remains is seamless reality. The inside and outside merge, there is only wholeness. What if being inside is just a dream? In dreams, the world feels real, the walls solid. But when you wake up, the dream vanishes. It was all a projection of mind. You don't escape the dream. You realize you were never truly in it. Awakening is not a change of place, but a change in understanding. The prison was made of mind stuff, not matter. Our waking life is much the same. We believe we're trapped in a story, a body, a world. Mystics are like those who have woken up. They invite us to see through the illusion, not escape it. The walls we perceive are made of thought and habit. When you see this, the struggle to escape dissolves. The only way out is to wake up, to recognize the nature of your own awareness. You are not the character in the dream, but the space in which the dream unfolds. The inside was always a dream, and you are the dreamer. Waking up is simply seeing what's always been true. The search for an outside leads us back to where we started, here and now. Freedom was never elsewhere. It was hidden in plain sight. The prison was the idea that we were trapped, not the world itself. Liberation is realizing the walls were never real. This isn't denial. Physical and social realities exist, but our relationship to them changes. We move through life with a light touch, knowing it's a dance, not a cage. The journey is a continuous practice of seeing through the illusion of separation. When anxiety or roles confine you, recognize them as passing clouds or temporary costumes. The need to escape dissolves. There is nothing to escape from. The separate self was the only inside that ever was. Freedom is the boundless awareness in which all arises and falls. You don't need to go anywhere or become anyone else. The door was always open. The space you seek is the space you're in right now.